Hello world, you folks know who this is. This is once again your friendly favorite neighborhood realtor, DC the Realtor, coming to you yet again from Wildomar, California. Thank you for joining me for the second part of this presentation. All right then, and off in the distance, that's going to be the subject of the video. All right then, and she is, well, did I mention where Wildomar, right? Okay, let me go where Wildomar is. Okay. Wildomar, if you're not familiar with Wildomar, it is south of Lake Elsinore, let's say. It is north of, let's say, Temecula, right? And once again, the point of these videos, I've been doing the last series of videos where I've been in Hemet, San Jacinto, Menifee, Winchester, is to show you things close in proximity to San Diego, right? Without the hefty price tag, still with the luxury and the spaciousness, so on and so forth, okay? So, here is the subject of this video, folks. This bad boy is what's known as a next gen. This particular builder likes to call it a multi-gen, same thing. All right, then, in the particulars on this residence is we're talking about a 2,900 square foot, roughly, right? 29, 2-story, right? 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, right? It has a 3-car or 2-car garage. All right, then I'm going to tell you the price as we walk in. Those are the particulars. Have a gander. Let's go in and take a look. All right, then, folks. So before we enter, here we are at the subject of this video, and this is what I told you is a next gen. Don't let anyone, folks, hold on. Don't let anyone convince you that what their product is a next gen if it does not have one very important ingredient. That is, it must have its own separate entrance. It don't have its own separate entrance. It ain't a next gen. I don't care how they try to push it as such. I don't care how spacious it is, so on and so forth. We'll get to that entrance as we depart this entrance, all right then, before we actually do the end of the video. But right now we're gonna walk into this residence. And of course, I mentioned to you guys that it's 29 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, right then, 3-car garage. Right now it's going for $846K, folks. Let's go on in and have a look. So, I mentioned that it's a next gen, and right here we have a vanity area, right? I mentioned that it's a next gen, and right here, that's another thing too. There must be entrance from the next gen into the actual home, right then. So there is such a thing here. They have it locked from this side, but I'll be sure to show you, of course, the whole unit when I go around the outside. For now, here is our open concept, folks. All right then, and exactly what's meant by the term open concept, I'm sure you're getting, right? Everything is wide open and aesthetically pleasing, as well as convenient and providing a lot of utility, all right then, in this home or any other open concept for that matter. So right away, let's get our money shot of the living area, all right then. And let's do this, let's do it this way. I wanna make sure I get you the best shots of the area. So here is our dining area. Here at this point, I would usually be going into the back, they have a lot from this way, so I'm gonna have to go around the outside. Hopefully I don't forget to. Hey folks, so money shot. Here is the backyard patio at this residence with the next gen, right? And look at that. Another thing that makes this builder, and any builder, a premier builder, they don't skimp on the backyards. All right then, 4, 5, 3-bedroom homes need to be conducive to family life and provide lots of utility. Definitely have that here. Look at this, it's paved. There's grass, there's even pebbles and dirt, enough room for gardening, so on and so forth. And around the side here, there's a patio space for the next gen. All right then, we'll get to that at the end of the video. But look at all this, look at all we have here, look at the possibilities. You like to garden, well, all you gardening enthusiasts, this is for you. I would imagine your children will have a ball back here as well. And there's lots of room to entertain the grown folk, right? Look, you got your table, you got your patio set area, right? Once again, it's paved, it's grass, still more room for gardening and flowers, right? Look at this, beautiful. Alrighty, folks, you know what I'm gonna say, right? You know me, you can't beat this with a bat, folks. Absolutely, look at that. All right, then once again, the price of this bad boy is $846K. Let's go on back on inside and let's see what the rest of the house has in store. So here's another view of the open concept from adjacent to that patio entry, right? And here's our gourmet kitchen. This is what I want to get you the best shot of it. Here it is, money shot, gourmet kitchen, beautiful island right there, seating 3. It's quite huge. As you can see, quartz countertops throughout, right? Lots of cabinet space, right? State-of-the-art appliances, which will be included, except for the fridge. Let's go over it once again. Your microwave, your oven or your range, absolutely included. All right then, as is, oops, almost missed it. As is the dishwasher, right folks? Yet again, another view of the open concept. The refrigerator, unfortunately, as in most new builds, 99.9% of the time, refrigerators are not included. All right then folks, yet another view of the beautiful living area in this open concept. And off to the side there, you see they have enough space for, I guess you call it an office nook. All right then, grand entryway, as a matter of fact, very sizable. All right then, let's make our way before we go upstairs. There's quite a bit of things going on over here. Okay, so folks, one more thing. I certainly wouldn't be an advocate for your success, or how could I claim to be, if I didn't remind you of one very important aspect in the search for your new home. When it comes to situations like this, I'm talking about new build homes, I'm talking about new build sites, I'm talking about sales representatives, their lenders, so on and so forth. You absolutely, folks, do not want to come into these situations unrepresented. When I say unrepresented, I mean without someone who's there to advocate specifically for your interests. Right then, that's what myself and other realtors in this situation would do. Okay then, I don't like to box myself into being called a buyer's agent, but in this situation, I will represent you, the buyer, in that transaction. I will advocate solely for your interests. FYI, I am a realtor, which qualifies me, and I certainly am qualified to be on both sides of the table, to represent you sellers as well as you buyers, okay then? And I'm here to advocate, again, for your interests, to make sure that you're getting the best out of the deal, you're getting the best interest rate, you're getting the best incentives, okay then, so on and so forth. That you're actually purchasing a home that is going to be conducive to what it is that you told me in the first place when we did your interview, when we sat down with one another. You let me know what your interests were. My interest is to make sure that you get that home, not only get the home that you want, but for the price that you want to pay, all right then, and at the same time, give you that expert representation to make sure all the T's are dotted, crossed, and all the I's are dotted, okay folks? DC will sign up. Once again, don't forget, you don't want to go to court without a lawyer. And you definitely, folks, do not want to come into a situation like this, one of the most expensive purchases you're ever going to make in your life, without someone there to just advocate specifically for you. That's what I'm here to do for you folks, okay? DC Realtor signing off. All right then. So, this would be a garage. Here is your storage underneath the stairs. And right this way, folks, we have us a full bath. Here she is. And this includes a shower, so on and so forth. All right, let's make our way out. And of course, adjacent to that full bath, we have us our bedroom on the first floor. So note that there is a full bath along with a guest bathroom here. So the guest bathroom and guest bedroom here, excuse me, on this first level, along with that next gen situation. All right then, so we're gonna make our way upstairs now. Here again, the open concept, folks. And there's some storage right here. Storage alert. And before we do that, going upstairs, I want to make sure I showed you that. All right, let's go on up to our second level. And as we do, as usual, I want to remind you folks that I am DC the Realtor. I am affiliated with Century 21 King. We are located in Rancho Cucamonga on Baseline Road, 9235. Baseline Road to be specific. Come on by and see us, folks. Ask for DC the Realtor. Why don't you? And as we come to the top of the stairs here, as you can see, there is an ample loft space. Even have room for a nice little desk set up. Lots of storage along the wall there. Plenty of wall space for a very nice size television. Lots of windows or lighting coming in. Natural like that is. And over this way, Look at it, folks. Here is our laundry room. And of course, the laundry room includes the dishwasher. Excuse me, the laundry room includes, or does not include, I should say, the washer and dryer. Those will not be a part of this purchase, okay, folks? Let me just spin around, come on out. And as we do, we get yet another view of the beautiful loft area. And I'm gonna head over to this area again, because I can't remember if I went over here or not. So just in case I didn't, there was a full bath, all right? And first bedroom on this level, all right? Let's just spin around, come on out, make our way over to the master bedroom. Okay, folks, so just off to this and that upstairs, there's another bedroom and a master bedroom on this side. Okay, so first, we are going to go to this bedroom here. Look at that. Very nice money shot. As you can see, lots of space here. Like the way they set up the two beds. Not bad at all. And as you spin around and come on out, you guessed it, right next door to it, yet another shot of that ample loft. Here, folks, is our money shot. Here's our master bedroom, folks. Master suite, that is. Let's go on over to that those two beautiful bay windows. All that light coming in. Let's swing on around. Oh, look, from here you can see the backyard. You can watch your kids playing from here. That's always good. Let's spin around. Make our way into this beautiful, spacious master bathroom, folks. Look what we got here. We have just a shower, and of course we have the dual sinks, right? Very spacious mirror. We also have us a restroom area, private, right? All right. There's a nook here for the there's a vanity. And we have just a nice walk-in closet here. What's a master bedroom without a walk-in closet? Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. All right. So we're almost done here. We're gonna make our way over to the next gen now. And here again, money shot is our master bedroom. And here also is another shot of the ample loft. And let's make our way on over to the next gen. And I figure right about now I should splice in one of my tips. All right then. Alrighty, folks. So another very important aspect of this whole situation I don't want you to forget: down payment assistance. Tremendously vital to a situation like this. It can mean a difference for you in being able to get a home or not. Down payment assistance is some government entity that's going to vouch for you. It's going to put up a certain percentage of your down payment. Typically, let's say you would want to put up 20%, but there are programs out there that are offering 3.5% or 5%. Nevertheless, it's going to be that much money out of your that much less money, out of your pocket. AB is going to shrink the amount that you actually need to borrow from a lender, and that small fraction of what you don't have to borrow from a lender, that's going to impact what you actually pay in your mortgage. So the down payment gives you instant equity in that. Okay, it's everything outside of what you pay for your mortgage and what the house is worth. That's your equity. What the house is worth versus what you pay for your mortgage. So every dollar that you put down is equity that you can draw on to use to help you accumulate wealth. The American dream, being able to take the money from your equity and apply it in some other investment to where you're going to get a greater return on that investment than what it is you're paying in interest for the loan. Got it, folks? With down payment assistance, I don't want to go off on a tangent, but down payment assistance is absolutely important and vital to the process of being able to qualify for the home. If you have the down payment, especially if you don't have to take it out of your own pocket, why wouldn't you? Righty, folks? Down payment assistance, absolutely essential. The number to and information to a very reputable down payment assistance program is on the screen right now. There's that one, and there's many others. Right there, give me a call, and I can hit you to those, give you a direction to those, or give you any information that you need about that one, and point you in the right direction as far as down payment assistance is concerned. absolutely vital. Down payment assistance, I highly recommend it. And matter of fact, I insist. Okay, folks, do yourself a favor, find out about down payment assistance. DC the Realtor sign up. So once again, as we depart the residence, right, we have the main residence, and of course over there is going to be our next gym. We're going to go there now, but let's just recap. Here's our living area, dining area, gorgeous open concept, kitchen, gorgeous kitchen. We have a very spacious backyard. I'm going to go around there when I go see the next gym. All right then, so on the way out, let's go see that next gym, folks. All right, so like I said, don't let anyone fool you or tell you anything different. If it does not have its own private entrance, it is not, folks. It is not a next gen. I don't care what they tell you. So don't make them let you pay for a next gen. It ain't a next gen. No sir, no ma'am. So here's that private entrance. All right, come around the side here. Now we're going into the private entrance. And Wanda, let's do a recap. We are talking about a 2,929 square foot, 4-bedroom, 3-bathroom, right? Going for $846K. And this is our next gen. Let's go on in, folks. So, what makes it the next gen? Also, the fact that it has its own setup where it's like a little apartment. It's like the ultimate mother-in-law suite. So here we have will be our living area, and as you can see, let me spin on around. It's got a wall space for a nice television, beautiful windows, and natural light coming in just like the rest of the residence, right? Let's spin on around, and down this way here, right? It has a mini, or what I used to call a kitchenette, my wife likes to call it, right? Also an essential part of a next gen, okay? They don't have this, they're lying to you. All right, that's why you need a realtor, folks. Anyways, there's our microwave. There is our dishwasher. Guess what? That's included. All right, then. Also has a sink, cabinetry down low and beneath. Also has its own, look at that, has its own full bath. All these things are absolutely necessary. This builder has it down, okay? Let me spin around, come on out. This builder has it down. They're correctly calling this a next gen, and they're giving you what they should in that case. All right then. So right down the way here, and also there's storage. All right. Here's the entrance to the main house, and also, yes indeed, if it don't have a a laundry area, at the very least a closet. No, it's not a next gen. If it doesn't have a laundry and dryer hookup, no. This unit is supposed to be totally independent of the other. Okay, if you don't have to, you don't need to go to the other unit, to the other house, to the main house. Here is the here's the bedroom. Okay, so you got a full bath, you got a bedroom, and they're not missing any beats here, folks. Along with the closet space, it has its own patio entrance to the backyard. Okay, there's an entrance here to the backyard and its own private area. All right then. So for all you folks looking maybe to house your mother-in-law or your father-in-law or auntie or something like that, right? Or you're looking to rent this space out, total utility here. That person would never have to come into this part of the main house if they didn't need to or they didn't want to. Right there, more storage here. And this is absolutely what a next gen is, folks. It ain't a next gen if it doesn't have every single quality that this builder has for us here. They did an excellent job of giving us everything that a next gen is supposed to be. Last but not least, folks, DC the Realtor is available. I have car, will travel. There's nowhere too far. There's nowhere that's inconvenient. You need me, I am there. A lot of realtors, I understand, right, don't like to travel more than a certain distance or uncomfortable out of their general locale. I don't have that problem, okay? Have car, will travel is my motto. You need me, I'm there. All right then. That's it. Take care, folks. Right then, let's make our way on out. And as we do, I want to remind you folks, DC the Realtor can be found on TikTok at dc.the.realtor. I'm also on Instagram at DCW Right now, you're watching me on YouTube. I am in just plain old DC the Realtor. One last view of this bad boy as we depart. Alrighty folks, here's that last view as I promised, and let me put you in remembrance in case you are forgetting. This is our next gen with its own private interest. They got that on point. Like I told you, everything here lines up. It is exactly what a next gen is supposed to be, okay? So we got the next gen, we got 2,929 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, right? 2 or 3 car garage. This bad boy is going for $846K, folks. You can't beat this with a back. Go to San Diego, go to LA. All right, you're talking $1.2 million, $1.1 million, $1.3 million even for a house like this. All right then. So do me a favor, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I want to thank you folks once again for tuning in. All right then, you can be anywhere in the world, folks, doing anything, and you're sitting here, you're watching my channel. Let me tell you something. That is greatly appreciated. I don't take that for granted. All right then, I want to wish you well. All right, God bless you. Have a happy holiday, so on and so forth. Take care. DC the Realtor signing off.